I am watching daylight hit your skin. My lungs hold tight and won't give. Toss some laundry in a duffel bag. Clock on the wall starts to lag. Tie my boots while the air stays still. Moving is a bitter pill. Pavement fire hits my tired feet. Searching for a move in the street. Earning back a life that is mine. We are strobe sparks in the smoke. Street light heart is such a joke. Lost among the press of skin. Wild heat lets the rhythm win. Weight pulls us deep inside. Grab my phone and kill the sound. Pavement fire hits my tired feet. Stalling just before I have to leave. Struggle with the latch against the door. Pavement fire hits my tired feet. Static floor keeps my feet in place. Cold sweat burns beneath the fabric sleeve. Pavement fire hits my tired feet. Knowing I can't want you anymore. Lock are clicking on the ground. Heavy zippers lock my secrets inside these canvas shells. I am balancing my weight on the wooden door frame. Your corner stretches long across the quiet hallway floor. Wait for a sound to break this heavy, soft room. I am counting the slow ticks of the wall clock. Your mouth stays shut like a locked medicine cabinet. We are blurred lines on a midnight ride. This static noise keeps us warm but separate. I guess some weight just works better in motion. Settles on the shoulders of my old leather jacket. You watch my hand slide down the brass knob slowly. We are blurred lines on a midnight ride. This static noise keeps us warm but separate. I guess some way just works better in motion. Heat from your skin still hangs in the doorway gap. I hope the black pavement pulls me into something new. We are blurred lines on a midnight ride. This static noise keeps us warm but separate. I guess some way just works better in motion. Static noise fills the space where you should be. Everything feels used and perfectly ready to break. Why do I look back at the mess we made? I turn the dial until the speaker cone shakes my bones. The city streets feel like a place for people with no homes. I watch the street lights pass in a hazy orange blur of light. Wait weight is pulling at the corners of my life tonight. I keep seeking a higher sense of internal light. Maybe true freedom means letting go of every heavy sight. Why do I look back at the mess we made? Can a person ever find peace in a love that must fade? Yeah. Sunburn stings on my back like a memory I cannot erase. Small grains of sand find their way into every hidden place. Cheap cans in the phone cooler, sweating on the hot deck. We were a party on a hot wire, about to break a neck. I noticed how the salt air made you look so free. Life was a rhythm pulsing out of a massive black box. Now I work to unpack my life from these cardboard locks. Weight is pulling at the corners of my life tonight. Why do I look back at the mess we made? Can a person ever find peace in a love that must fade? I see the road ahead, but feel the magnetic pull behind. A love this deep is a curious thing to unwind. The weight is pulling at the corners of my life tonight. I watch the dust motes drift above your sleeping form. Everything has shifted while the quiet world stayed warm. I keep my body steady so the mattress doesn't creak. I found a sudden heavy silence that I cannot break. We sweat through the linen while the truth begins to grow. I see the person that I was just a night ago. My bare pulse is racing as I reach for solid ground. I strive for the courage that I haven't truly found. I am terrified to even take a shallow breath. Did we lose the only trust that we had left? My shaking hands reveal how much I really feel. Clarity, I'm on the asphalt shingles watching metal wings in flight. While I work against the hurt inside this hazy morning light, I push toward the future where the mirror doesn't lie, and battle all the static till I get a straight reply. Then I'm making our own way throughout the night. My thumb hovers right above the blue glass screen tonight. I remember the first knock on your splintered wooden door. I stare at your name until my vision goes blurry and white. The plastic keys click under my shaking hand. I delete the draft because I cannot stand to lose. The heart knows exactly into the wild electric haze. I am blinded by the street light pulse of this sudden love. Every stranger moves in a colorful strobe light maze. I put my phone down on the cold kitchen stone, walking back to when we shared a paper coffee cup. One word unsaid is why I find myself standing alone. Weight pulls me back into the wild electric haze. I am blinded by the street light pulse of this sudden love. I almost dialed to tell you how my life has changed. The air feels different since we walked that narrow hall. Weight pulls me back into the wild electric haze. I am blinded by the street light pulse of this sudden love. Sticky floors hold me while the night goes. I sit and watch my palm vibrate across the wood. A name from old life glows beneath the lamp. I grip the plastic rim of my cold coffee cup. My heart feels like a motor stuck in low gear. I pull my sneakers tight for a long night walk. Empty kitchen air smells like the cedar in your yard. Salt on my skin tastes like we never truly left. I struggle to remember how our voices used to sound. We are drifting stars who lost our common path. Everything we built sits silent in the rain. The way we move felt as natural as a tide. Distance grew until the map became a tangled mess. My phone dances circles on the oak tabletop. A familiar string of letters burns through the dark. I stare at the floor while my muscles pull tight. One finger traces the grain of the dusty wood. The ringing cuts deep while I hold my breath still. Memories crash into my kitchen like a sudden wave. You are a ghost reaching out through the digital static. I miss the quiet house where we lived before. I watch your corner through the glass of the door. My heavy leather luggage sits resting on your dusty tile. The quiet air tastes like the secrets we never shared. Your gaze remains steady while I grip the metal handle. I breathe deep because the silence is so thick. You stay etched against the wood as I turn. My leather handles dig into my sweaty palms tonight. The gravel crunch under my boots echoes your steady breathing. You stand behind the frame, watching my heels strike. I count the steps because my heart skips twice. Your stillness is a heat against my cooling skin. I wait for any sound before the engine starts. Everything feels heavy as I reach for the ignition. We are blurred lines on a dark ribbon. Weight pulls us toward a wider state. Motion is the only truth I stretches out like an open vein. The suitcases are sitting on the rug. I check my pulse while staring at your shoes. Hey, did you decide to let us fade? Are we just objects in the shade? My hands grip the handle of my travel gear. You keep your gaze fixed on the front gate. The ceiling fan spins a blur of stale air. I wait for any sound from your throat. My chest burns with a familiar secret ache. The colors bleed inside a wild kaleidoscope. Total weight is holding our remains. You were the only glow I ever knew. I saw the club photos on your little light. Night sweat soaked my pillows and I felt me hiding behind a lie like it was bulletproof air. Watching the seconds and the long hours pass. Strangers shoulder to shoulder in that streetlight room. You planted the seed and then hit the bloom. My heart is a drum hitting beats in the days. Searching for honesty through a blue-purple haze. I work on a reason to pull my car away. The colors bleed inside a wild kaleidoscope. Do you hear my heart against my chest? Yeah. I am frozen under cotton sheets while dawn begins to break. One look at your sleeping face makes my tired bones ache. The morning air feels crisp against the choice I made. Weight pulls us where the silver birds fly. We are in orbit that never says goodbye. Freedom is a secret held beneath the open sky. Carry my sneakers so the wooden floor will never creak. I work for the future while the world is fast asleep. Turn the key and find a road where lines are deep. We strive for emotion that we both want to keep. No maps in the dash because we sweat for the view. Build a small quiet that is honest and true. Everything changed when the morning turned a different blue. I push every limit just to reach someone like you. We are in orbit that never says goodbye. Freedom is a secret held beneath the open sky. Do you hear my heart against my chest? I used to watch the window and just hope for a sign. Now I work for the moment where your life meets mine. My thumb hovers right above the digital send button. Can we talk or should I stay in this silence? One hello might start the entire house burning. This green light hits my face at 3 in the morning. I remember jumping into the pool with my jeans. Granules of beach sand scratch against my bedroom floor. I pull the heat from the phone cooler to steady my hands. Weight keeps my boots tied to this soft ground. We are just two currents colliding in the same sea. I surrender to the pull of the shifting tide. Sunburned skin peels back just like these old layers. Speakers vibrate against the walls and rattle my air. I sweat through the work of forgetting your name tonight. Move through the memories while I aim for a restart. Building a wall made of bricks and discarded plastic cups. Battle the urge to dial when the bass hits the floor. Chase the ghost of us through the red solo cup debris. Reach for the sky just to find another ceiling lamp. We are just two currents colliding. same sea. I surrender to the pull of the shifting tide. Should I stay